one of the biggest questions I get asked is like, how do I get leads? How do I get leads? How do I get people to come into my website, into my social media? How do I get them to notice me? How do I get them to hire me? And that's not actually the first question that you need to be concerned with. The first question or the first concept you need to be concerned with is, are you ready for that traffic? Are you ready for the first impression that you're going to give someone? Because if when they come to your website, when they come to your social media, when they even meet you in person, you are not ready to make the correct first impression to appeal to that ideal client that you want, then all that effort you do, all that social media posting, all the lead generation, networking, all the things I'm going to talk to you about, it's garbage. God forbid you actually started paying for ads and you weren't ready for the leads. You're wasting time and you're wasting money. You're paying to give yourself a bad reputation. Because if you are not ready for that first impression, then you are, it's so much more difficult to re-impression someone, right? Because you get a first impression, that's just how they're going to judge you. And you can maybe change 10 years later, have a totally different photography style or whatever. But that first impression is the thing that's going to stick with them. Just ask Seth about my first impression with him. So here's what we have to think about to get ready for traffic. Your website and social media, that's your first place. And we're going to talk about what you actually have to do. The second thing, and I put this kind of in order of importance, the second thing is your lead management system. Then you have to learn how to sell or how to communicate effectively. We were talking about this on Coffee and Creators, which you will see air, and talking about when you are sitting in front of a potential client and you know darn well that you have the best possible photography for them, that you're going to be the best photographer for that project. If that's the truth, but you don't communicate it effectively and they don't understand that you're the best, then you've actually done them a disservice, because they're going to go somewhere else and potentially be dissatisfied because really you were the best choice for them. But because you didn't know how to communicate effectively, they went somewhere else. Pricing your services is the big one. There's a lot of psychology that goes into that, both in your brain as well as the other consumer brain. And what you were saying, Charles, is having a process that elevates the client experience. Because your first impression is first when they talk to you, but then there's only one time that you get to make the first impression when they're actually working with you.